Hello, this is Chris, and I am back again with a brand new trailer reaction video, and we're entering into the animated films now. It seems like all the animated films like this year and next year are dumping all their trailers around about this point, and we're kicking off with Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet official trailer 2. This was getting a lot of talk on the internet yesterday, and it was pretty much impossible to not see any thumbnails from this trailer. So I realised that this movie is going to be one giant crossover from what I've seen. The Disney princesses have been released, the Stormtroopers from Star Wars have been released, and I guess they're going to throw Marvel in there as well. For anyone who's new to this video and doesn't know already, I am a huge Disney fan. It's one of the things that I'm most passionate about in life. I own all the Disney classics on DVD, and I kind of own most of them on VHS as well. I've still got them all on my shelf right there. I never want to get rid of those cassette tapes because they're my childhood. And I've got a lot of things to say on Disney, mostly not very popular opinions. I'm a 90s kid, so my favourite Disney movies are those 90s animated ones from the likes of Little Mermaid, which was 1989, but people sort of call that the first one in the Disney Renaissance, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, onwards, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, etc. That's my go-to Disney, but I have actually really enjoyed some of their recent outings as well. Moana was one of my favourite films of that year. Absolutely beautiful movie, a movie that I've seen many times. Wasn't a big fan of Frozen, but I guess what I'm trying to paint a picture of is that my favourite Disney animated films are the 2D animated ones. That's what I have the most nostalgia for. That's what I think is the most beautiful animation and the most like time consuming and everything like that. Not to say that computer animation doesn't have that too, because I know that there are a lot of technical things that go into that. I know a lot of hardworking people working countless hours to get those movies looking as good as they do. But I think there's more of a tangibility to that hand-drawn design where you've got the flip book and it's the meticulous hours and hours of sketching that character. That to me is Disney at its most pure. And I guess I wanted to open that with an intro before going into this trailer, because I know there's going to be something in this trailer that's really going to annoy me. It's probably not going to bother anyone else. People are probably going to love it, but I wanted to paint that picture. The first Wreck-It Ralph film I kind of enjoyed. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I liked the idea. I thought it was almost like Monsters Inc., where it was this world beyond what we know. Like Monsters Inc., like behind the closet, you've got this whole like warehouse factory world of monsters. And with this movie, it was the world of video games, where if you go through the power cords into the actual arcade machine, you've got this whole like city and community of video game characters. And Disney even went and got the rights to some characters to use for that film, such as Robotnik from Sonic. You've got Zangief from Street Fighter as well. Bunch of other characters as well, and they were really cool references. But they were very brief references. And that might be the case with this one. But to quote another popular franchise, I've got a bad feeling about this, but we'll give this trailer a watch. I've been reading some of the comments, actually. A lot of people are very hesitant towards it as well. But we're going to watch the trailer now. We're going to talk much more about it afterwards. I want this to be good. That's all I'm going to say for now. So I'm going to click play now.
Start churning butter and put on your church shoes, little sister, because we're about to blast off.
Ralph, what is it you're trying to say?
We're going to the internet.
What?
And I've seen a lot of people comparing this to Emoji Movie already. It looks like Emoji Movie. Like, look at that advertisement.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
This movie's gonna age so badly.
Miracle I've ever seen.
Welcome to the search bar. What can I help you find today? Umbrella, umbrage, umami.
No.
Noah's Ark, no doubt. Nordstrom Rack, ergonomics, Urban Outfitters, cool.
I'm pretty sure he's just trying to guess what you're gonna say.
My autofill is a touch aggressive today.
Let me try. Take me to a website that's super intense and really nuts.
Take them to the deep web.
I only found one result.
Oh, come on. Princesses and cartoon characters barf.
Hey.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that advertisement. I don't like it.
Hi. Whoa, princess, too.
What kind of a princess are you?
Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No.
My childhood is dying
Do people
inside
feel
right
all
now.
your problems got solved because a big strong man showed up?
Yes. What is up with that?
She is a princess.
It's ceasing to be a Wreck-It Ralph movie.
The internet.
Shouldn't it be Ralph Wrecks the Internet?
Yes, since he is Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, but break the internet, it's like a thing.
Right, it's just Wreck the Internet kind of sounds better, doesn't it?
You're not wrong.
I wonder if that's a reference to people actually saying something about the title of the movie like that. I thought Ralph Wrecks the Internet would probably be better. I'm not liking the look of this, guys. And a lot of you are probably going to, dislike the video right now, leave your hate comments, whatever. Do what you got to do. My opinion on this is that, and I might be wrong when the movie comes out, this doesn't feel like a Wreck-It Ralph movie. It doesn't feel like a movie about Ralph, about the character. His character was centered to the first movie, and that was all the way through. We see his plight where he didn't want to be a bad guy. He was kind of bored of doing the same mundane thing on the video game level that he was on. He wanted to break away. He wanted to do something new, and then that led to his adventure that unfolded in the movie. This one just looks like it's Disney just cashing in, whoring out their advertisement, and just showing off at all the properties they own now. That's really what it feels like to me. There's that shot where it's like Disney World, and you've got, Muppet Show, you've got Disney Animated, you've got Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and it's just all there, and it's all laid out. And you know what? Like, Disney have dropped Easter eggs in their movies before. Aladdin comes to mind, for example, where the genie, he pulls out Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid, he turns into Pinocchio. There are a bunch of references throughout the Disney movies, some more hidden than others. And even recently, Moana, for example, there's a scene where Maui transforms into Sven, the reindeer from Frozen. There's a lot of little things like that, and I don't mind little sight gags like that because they're very wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This looks like they've infected and taken over the entire movie. I almost feel like I need a shower after watching this trailer. I feel dirty at all, like the amount of product placement and things like that. And I'm just sorry, but Stormtroopers have no place in a Disney animated classic. And I know that, right, okay, this is a new modern era of Disney. It can't always be the Disney that I knew where, it was stories based on fairy tales. It was classic stories and maybe did a spin on them, or maybe it was just like a faithful fairy tale retelling like Snow White or Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast or something like that. Now it all feels very merchandised and marketable, and slap that logo on a t-shirt or a lunchbox or something like that. Maybe that was always the case, and maybe when you're a kid you're kind of blissfully ignorant and unaware to things like that. But now you're older, you really see just Disney just like, just raking in all that money. And it doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like a product. It feels like a product placement. And let's get onto the Disney princesses while we're at it. So, yay, great, Disney fans, right? Remember all these Disney princesses. I'm sorry, but I hate the CGI makeover that these princesses have got. And again, maybe it's nostalgia in me, but those princesses just look better in 2D hand-drawn animation. They really do. Rapunzel, Elsa, Moana, yes, we're in CGI now, that's kind of the standard look, but you can kind of imagine what they'd look like in 2D had Disney have stuck with that style. I think they should have just used the hand-drawn animation for all the other Disney princesses. The voice actors they've got as well sound nothing like the characters, and I don't know, it feels wrong. I don't like seeing all these characters together. Not only, God, I'm going to be reading way too much into this and people are just going to be like criticizing the hell out of me in the comments, but it almost to me takes away from the contained continuity of each of those films. And I'm going to explain what I mean. So like Beauty and the Beast, for example, is that self-contained fairy tale story. And now you're bringing it with like the internet and everything like that, and you're bringing those characters back and you're mashing it over. It feels a lot like Ready Player One. It feels like this shared universe kind of thing now that we've got going on with Disney. We see Eeyore in the trailer as well. And these aren't just going to be like subtle references. Like, this looks like the main stop for the movie. And people are going to love this shit because they're going to be seeing characters they know. They're going to be seeing stormtroopers and go, oh, it's cool because it's Star Wars. They'll probably see Iron Man fly past the camera and go, oh, it's Iron Man, Disney princesses. But it's stuff. It's stuff from other established fan bases and other established universes. And this was my biggest fear. This was honestly my biggest fear. When Disney started buying all of these things and we started seeing Star Wars merchandise and Marvel merchandise in a Disney store, it didn't feel right to me. Like, I know that Disney owns it, but they're sort of pushing it with other Disney stuff too, and I really didn't like that. I guess that's sort of like the Disney purist in me that thinks like there was Disney, there was Pixar, and there's Marvel and Star Wars and all that other stuff, but they still were kept separate. The fact that they're blending that over now into Disney and we're just going to have this absolute hodgepodge of stuff just really rubs me up the wrong way. This movie is going to age terribly. Because of the amount of references and things that they're shoehorning in and references that we get to the internet and things like that, they are going to date so badly. This movie doesn't stand on its own. It doesn't feel like this is telling us. I'm sure it will have a story. I mean, it's gonna have to. But based on the trailer, it just looks like Ralph goes into the internet and shenanigans happen, and that it looks like you could do that as like an animated DVD extra or short movie and bring it out at Christmas or something, and like package it with like another DVD of like another Disney movie or something like that, or an animated short like they do before Disney movies at the theatre. Like, I could imagine that happening, and I'd be fine with that because I always view those out of continuity of everything else. From this trailer, it doesn't look like a movie that's going to be able to stand on its own 2 feet. It looks like it's just going to be, you know, using all those references as a crutch. And believe me, things like that get old really quickly because there's only so many times you can go, I know that, I've seen that before, oh, that's a reference to that. After a while, it gets really irritating. I hope I'm wrong, I really do. But I think the biggest sort of stab in the heart for me was seeing all those Disney princesses in a CGI makeover, all done in the same kind of style of Rapunzel and Elsa. Like, it just doesn't work for those older characters. It's kind of like another comparison I'll round off after this is like when you see Mickey Mouse, Donald, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, Daisy, all those characters. Those characters just always look so much better in 2D hand-drawn animation from the old cartoons you see to just a regular drawing of them. They've done some like kids like Disney Toon cartoons and everything like that where they've CGI'd them and the animation's really bad and it just doesn't work. And that's how I feel about some of the Disney princess characters in this trailer, that some things are best left alone. You know, like don't take them, don't bring the characters back just because you have to. Just leave the legacy of Disney to be what it is. I'm going to get a lot of hate on this trailer. I can already tell, but I really just wanted to voice my opinions. Maybe I'm missing the point completely. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you completely disagree with me. This is my opinion. Don't take that as gospel. This is my own opinion. You're going to have your own. And so I'm going to pass it over to you guys now. That'll do it for my reaction to Wreck-It Ralph 2, official trailer 2. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of this trailer. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you okay with Disney crossing over into all these other franchises and universes? Anything Wreck-It Ralph or Disney related, or Star Wars or Marvel or Pixar related, I guess now, please do let me know. There'll be more trailer reactions from me over the next couple of days. We'll also have more movie reviews coming out as well. I realise we haven't been putting out as much content on the channel. That's all about to change. We'll have our review for Jurassic World this weekend as well. So please hit that subscribe button, share, spread the word, all that good stuff. And until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.